So after 6 kids, I often get asked, how did that affect my body? How does it affect my pelvic floor, my abs? Are they separated? So I'm here today with Dr. Ivy at Empower Physical Therapy, where she focuses on pelvic floor therapy, diastasis recti for pregnancy, postpartum, and we're gonna walk you through the exercises I have been doing to maintain a strong pelvic floor and to get my abs back together after having 6 kids back to back, all over 10 pounds. You do this all the time. It's a process. So today what we're going to focus on with Chrissy is strengthening her core and her pelvic floor postpartum. So after having 6 kids, as you know, the belly grows, and especially with bigger babies, our abs can separate, and that's something called diastasis recti or diastasis recti, however you want to say it. And what we're going to do is just focus on some basic exercises to strengthen that core and pelvic floor. All right. Let's get to it. So I've been coming to Empower Physical Therapy since my 4th baby, and I feel like it's truly how I've been able to have such successful births and pregnancies, especially with the last 3 who were all huge. Number 6 was the biggest, clocking it at almost 11 pounds. But it was my best birth. It was my most pain-free birth. I mean, I took an epidural, but we also actually have a video on that as well about birthing positions when taking the epidural. Yeah, so doing pelvic floor, ab workouts, physical therapy during your pregnancy can be very, very beneficial to a more successful delivery and especially postpartum. Yes, just easing your postpartum recovery and helping speed along the process because those muscles are stronger. So you're going to do 2 sets of 10 for each exercise. And ideally, we want to aim for 3 to 4 times a week to really build that muscle strength and endurance. Absolutely. And it doesn't matter how you deliver. There's a misconception about this, but baby is resting on that pelvic floor regardless of how you deliver. So every woman who is pregnant, postpartum, could definitely use this physical therapy. These exercises alone are a great starting point. As Dr. Ivy said, make sure you're doing them 3 times a week at least. Just anything's better than nothing, right? Anything is better than nothing. If you're a mom, you want to give yourself a ton of grace and just do them when you can. Anything is better than nothing. All right, guys, so we're going to be working on the floor. So grab a mat and make sure you're wearing something comfortable. I am currently 15 weeks pregnant and Chrissy is postpartum. So these exercises are safe to do whether you're pregnant or postpartum. All right, so our first exercise is bird dog. So you're going to be on your hands and knees with your spine in a neutral position, not too arched, not too tucked, just nice and flat back. We're going to inhale, and then as you exhale, you're going to pull your belly button to your spine and lift your opposite arm, opposite leg out. Good. Inhale to come to center. Exhale, lift your opposite arm, opposite leg, alternating sides. We're going to inhale. Okay, and I'm going to have Chrissy keep going. All right, so first you're going to inhale, let that belly go. And then as you exhale, pull that belly button to your spine and lift your opposite arm, opposite leg out. Good. Inhale to come back down and alternate sides. Perfect. So this is the easiest level. So more challenging version of this is to put your opposite hand on your opposite knee, press in, and then reach out. Good. We're going to stay on the same side. Press in, reach out. Inhale as you press in. And then exhale as you reach out. And you're going to do that 10 times on one side. 10. Good. And we're alternating sides. So we're going to do 10 on the other side. Right. Shake out the other wrist out. All right. So we're going to extend and inhale to press in. Exhale to come out. Press and lengthen. Remember, each time that you are exhaling, you're drawing that core into your spine. So think about drawing that belly button into your spine as you exhale. as you bring the arm and leg out. Got 2 more. All right. So for the next exercise, we're going to do some bent knee fallout. So you're going to lie on your back. And with your knees bent, feet flat. So you're going to inhale. And then as you exhale, draw that belly button into your spine and bring your knees slowly out to the side and back in. Inhale at the top. We're alternating sides. Exhale, draw that belly button in, drop the knee out to the side, and bring it back together. So go ahead and do that exercise again. Inhale. And then as you exhale, didn't mean to shock you. Go ahead and think about knitting those hips in together. Inhale at the top. Exhale, slowly drop that knee out. Good. Inhale. And then as you exhale, drop that knee out. And slowly bring it back in, inhaling at the top. So you're inhaling, think about widening that rib cage. And then as you exhale, think about wrapping your core like a corset. Perfect. So this breathing is foundational to all the exercises that you'll be doing. So to make this a little bit harder, we are going to bring our knees and hips up to 90 degrees. All right, so same thing here. You want to make sure that your back is nice and flat, not smushed up against the ground, but just in a nice neutral posture, and make sure that your back isn't too arched. So you're going to inhale. And then as you exhale, draw that belly button in and slowly drop the knee out to the side. And keeping your balance. This should move your balance. Good. Inhale at the top. Exhale. Drop the other leg out to the side. So what we're trying to do here is keep the hips super steady. So we don't want to rock from side to side too much. Our core is keeping our body stable as our legs are moving out to the side.
I can feel it shaky in my abs.
Yes. Inhaling at the top. Exhale. Don't forget to draw that belly button in as you exhale. Okay, so for our next exercise, we are going to do dead bugs. So here is our modified version, or here are typical dead bugs. Hips and our knees are up to 90. Our arms are right above our shoulders. We're going to inhale. And then as we exhale, we're going to draw that belly button into our spine and drop the opposite arm, opposite leg straight out. We're going to inhale, bring it back to center, and then alternate sides. Just like that. If you're engaging your abs correctly.
This is my favorite one.
It's so good, right?
And it doesn't require like the most coordination, I guess. I guess it does require coordination, but I mean, I should say like balance-wise. I feel like I'm more balanced, and that makes me able to focus on the move better, since I don't have to focus on the balance.
You don't need a lot of equipment either.
Right.
Inhaling at the top. Exhale. All right. To make this exercise a little bit harder, just like the bird dogs, we are going to press our hand on the opposite knee.
Really push that knee into the hand.
Yeah, pushing our knees
against each other.
Into the hand and pushing our hand into the knee. Straightening out our opposite leg and opposite arm. Woof! You do that?
Yeah.
Okay, inhale. And then we're alternating sides. Pressing our hand into the knee, knee into the hand. Inhale at the top. Exhale. And we're trying not to let our back arch so much.
Yeah, my back will enlarge. I was cheating. Okay. Here we go.
Here we go. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Inhale at the top. Exhale. You can see me shaking. The hardest part about this is keeping your back, yes, nice and flat.
Mm-hmm. What helps me keep it flat is doing the exhale first. and then doing the move. Does that work?
Yes, that's a good tip. Yeah. So you want to make sure that before you bring your arm and leg out, you're exhaling a little bit to draw in that core. We are all done with that exercise.
Another thing for that exercise, though, keep making sure your back spot is don't worry about your leg going as far, right?
Yes.
So if you feel like your back's coming up, isn't that more of a sign to keep the leg a little higher?
Absolutely. So sometimes our core is not strong enough to allow our leg to go all the way out. So one modification is just don't let your leg go as far out. And that can make it a little bit easier. It's more beneficial to you to keep that core engaged rather than to let your back arch, right? No. So the next one is side plank dips. So we want to do a modified side plank where our knees are bent and our elbow is right underneath our shoulder. We're going to lift up into a plank just like this, drawing our core in. We're going to inhale as we dip down, exhale as we come up. And what we're doing here is we're working our obliques and working our glutes, as well as our shoulder blade muscles here, which actually connect to our core. So inhaling as you come down, exhaling as you come up. So every exercise can actually be pelvic floor related when you are breathing correctly. So that breathing when you went over to draw that core in as you exhale, your pelvic floor is actually lifting too because our pelvic floor and our core are connected. All right. So we're going to inhale and then exhale. Inhale to come down, exhale to lift. Inhale, dip down, tap, exhale, lift, and draw that belly button into the spine. So the more challenging version is with your leg extended and up in a full plank, dipping down and coming all the way up.
Now we could do speed round. We could just do the whole workout now.
Speed round with the challenging exercises.
Yeah, it's speed round with challenging. Okay, so it's challenging version. So if you need the modified version, you can go do those. But we're going to do speed round now, all challenging.
Woohoo! Okay, so we're starting here. Remember, we're doing press in and then reach out. We're doing 10 on each side. Okay, I'm counting. All right, bird dogs first. Inhale to go inward. Exhale to reach out. Don't forget about that core. Drawing in each time you exhale. 8, 9, last one, and 10. All right, alternating sides. Inhale to press in. Exhale to reach out. Well, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. All right. So now we're coming on our backs. All right. So this is the bent knee follow. Knees to 90-90. Back nice and flat. We are hands by our side. Exhale to bring it down. And then inhale to come up. Inhaling at the top. Exhale to bring it out. You can even put your hands on your core to make sure that that belly button is pulling away from your hands as you exhale. So breathing into your hands as you inhale and pulling away from your hands as you exhale. let's call it 2 more on each side. 1 more on each side. I think that was Steph.
Make sure you do 10.
Make sure you do 10
On each side?
on each side, yes. All right, so the next exercise is our dead bags. So we are pressing in and reaching out. So starting from this position, make sure your back is not too arched, just nice and flat. We're inhaling to press in. This is what you're gonna reach out. Inhale to come in. Exhale to press in and reach out. Something talking here?
This is 36.
You just hear breathing and cracking on the breathe out. Five. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. 10. And 10. Awesome. All right, hugging these in. So, full side plank on your elbow. All right, so elbow right underneath your shoulder, legs extended. Reach up into a plank, just like this. You can put your hand up or you can place your hand on your hip. So we're going to inhale as you dip down and then exhale as you come up. 1, 2. Draw that core in. 4, 5, 6, 7.
It broke already.
9. Last one. And 10. One more side. On this side. And then we're done.
Okay. Here go this way.
Okay, right here. Yeah, okay. Inhale, raise. Exhale to lift up. 1, 2, 3. Sometimes one side is stronger.
Yeah, this one doesn't feel as hard. Yeah.
Same for me. My left side is stronger.
Yeah, it's just the side I carry all the babies on.
Ah.
So that's why.
Eight. 9. And 10. Still hard, but not as much. Yeah.
If this video was all helpful to you and you want to talk more about pregnancy and postpartum recovery, make sure you like, subscribe, and I think they say tap that bell so you never miss a notification. Until then, I'll see you later.
I'm tired already.
No, I'm like, are we done?